sir. Number one player in the class, 2030.
2030. Phase up. Come on, man. Let me see something. Hey! All right, come on.
Let me see something. Oh, yeah. You bounce it in.
So you guys, I want to bring out this video on Bryce and Bronny James just because we definitely got some things we got to talk about, such as Bryce's insane growth over his older brother Bronny. Now, we all know Bryce James is currently 15 years old, and just recently he is now listed as 6'6", while Bronny James is still listed as 6'3". And honestly, it's just so unreal because it's actually really happening. Like how I said it was back when Bryce was in 7th grade, attending Crossroads Middle School, and also playing for the North Coast Blue Chips. I was telling you guys back then that, in my opinion, I really feel like Bryce is definitely going to be taller than Bronny real soon, and he's going to hit an insane growth spurt. As you can see, he's 6'6". LeBron, he's 6'9", so Bryce most likely is going to be 6'9" or 6'10" by the time he graduates. And for Bronny, he's definitely still growing because he's only 17 years old, even though he's still listed as 6'3". In my opinion, he's definitely going to hit around 6'5" or 6'6". It's just going to take a little longer for him. And when you compare Bryce and Bronny James, honestly, it's just like this. Okay, so Bryce, he's tall, right? He has LeBron James' frame, but Bronny James has like LeBron James' muscle type, as in Bronny is way bigger than Bryce. Bryce is more like tall and slim, and Bronny is like tall, but he's like way bigger, because even when you see Bronny James dunk the ball, he dunks just like LeBron, like literally. So it's just like Bryce, of course, once he hits the weight room, he's going to look way bigger and stuff like that. And on top of that, he just need to stay in the lab and keep working on his game. Right now, he is currently a sophomore at Sierra Canyon in the class of 2025. He's currently not ranked in his class at all. We all know Bronny was ranked 23rd when he was a freshman. And once his sophomore year came around, he did get the rank around like the 40th. But for Bryce, he currently is still not ranked, but he will be playing for the varsity team during his sophomore year. So, of course, we're going to see a lot of Bryce throughout this upcoming season because he already hit his insane growth spurt throughout the summer. And, of course, he's still growing because he's only 15 years old. And on top of that, he's going to be playing alongside with his older brother, Bronny. We all know Bronny is a senior for this season. So it's just like him and Bryce playing together. You already know. We already got a little spill of it when they both was playing for the California Basketball Club overseas for the Axe Euro Tour. They traveled to London, Paris, and Rome, and also finished off with a 1-2 record. But check this out. So during their first game, right, Bryce was wearing 33 and Bronny was wearing the number 0. So the reason I'm doing even wearing these two numbers, of course, we all know Bronny was already wearing 0 because his favorite player is Russell Westbrook. But for Bryce wearing number 33, basically, they were just shouting out Akron, Ohio, as in wearing Akron, Ohio's area code, which is 330. So that's the reason on why you will see that dope picture when Bronny was just having his hand on the back of his head and just standing beside his younger brother Bryce, as in like, yo, I cannot believe Bryce is actually taller than me. And honestly, now that I think about it, I really do feel like Bronny be having them type of thoughts in the back of his head, as in, I cannot believe my younger brother Bryce is actually taller than me now. Because when you think about it, just a year ago, they both was making TikTok videos together, and Bryce was half his size. Bronny already been 6'3" since his sophomore year. So now that Bryce is actually taller than him, it's just like, oh my God. I already knew this was going to happen. That's why I'm not really surprised. But I know Bronny is kind of surprised because now he's looking at his younger brother like, oh my God. You can't beat being 6'6", 6'7", or 6'8", even when you're a guard as well. You know what I mean? Like, come on, let's get serious. Bryce already has the height. Once he start to get better, it's going to be something serious. It's going to be something really crazy, you guys. For real. I mean, dude gonna be catching bodies, dunking on people, head tapping, everything. Just like how LeBron is doing it, bro, Bryce is gonna be just like that too. I already know because it's just so obvious. It really is obvious. Bronny is already doing it at 6'3". I know you guys seen that dunk that Bronny did when he was in Paris competing in the Axe Euro Tour. He was coming off of a fast break and he just straight up dunked on the dude's head. He just tapped on him, you guys, literally. And this honestly ain't nothing new. We all know Bronny always been trying to catch bodies. I remember the first time he tried to catch a body when he was in middle school playing with Strive for Greatness. I believe he was in 8th grade during the AAU tournament. And he almost dunked on this dude, like straight up yanning on him with that right hand, one-handed dunk. You know, just like LeBron James. So he's just going to keep getting better at it, you guys. And once he get taller on top of that, it's going to be even more vicious. So right after he went off in Paris, he started to receive more recognition from different schools such as USC, Michigan, Ohio State, and Oregon. And also Memphis. They're now on a radar recruiting Bronny James. But here's the thing. So back on August the 16th, BR Hoops announced that Oregon has emerged as the front runner to land Bronny James. But 34 minutes later, LeBron responded on Twitter to the rumor, and he said he hasn't taken one visit yet and has only had a few calls with coaches and universities. When Bronny makes his tours, you'll hear it from him. #James Game. So basically what LeBron is saying is that Bronny is just working on his game right now, and he hasn't put no thoughts into a college decision yet. But then when I was reading his tweet, when he says Bronny hasn't took one college visit yet, when you think about it, he did went to Duke University when he was in 7th grade with the North Coast Blue Chips. They all had an unofficial visit at Duke while Zion Williamson was still at that school. And when Bronny was a freshman at Sierra Canyon, he went to Ohio State. Because if you guys do not know, LeBron James has an entire locker at Ohio State. And Bronny was literally sitting at his locker taking pictures. And Zaire Wade was even recording him saying, "I see you, King." So Bronny already been around some of these different colleges, definitely Ohio State. And it's just like, even though he's not taking real unofficial visits, because if there was actual visits, he'd been taking pictures with the jerseys on and everything, just like all the other recruits. But he is LeBron James' son, so you already know he got the plug to these schools, you guys. Like, come on. And I know a lot of people are still wondering if he's going to just take the G League route or go overseas and sign a contract with the NIL. We all know he's trying to make it to the league as fast as possible because that's LeBron James' main goal. He's trying to play with his son Bronny. He's not leaving the entire NBA until he plays with Bronny. He already told the entire world that multiple times. So he's trying to help Bronny get to the league as quick as possible. Even Zaire Wade, he's in the G League right now playing with the Salt Lake City Stars. So he's not even that far from making it to the league. So honestly, if Bronny gets in the G League, he's going to be in the same position as Zaire Wade. He don't even have to go to college. But you already know there's a lot of rumors going on with him attending a college because he just been balling out and he's a senior in high school. But in my opinion, he's for sure going to try to make it to the league as quick as possible, even if he has to skip the college route. But of course, he's getting all of this hype from colleges, and just seeing him in these different college jerseys is actually really fire. But don't be surprised if he really decides to not take the college route. You know what I mean, you guys? Because I was already talking about this years back about Bronny James' future. Definitely attending a college, but he's getting a lot more recognition, so we just got to see what's going to happen. And for Bryce James, we all know he got 3 more years in high school. He's entering his sophomore year right now, so it's just like he has a lot of time to develop himself in his game. He's already 6'6". When you look at his class rankings, they already have the top 25 list. And Bryce, he's not on the list, but you never know. He might be in the top 100 for the class of 2025. All he got to do is keep working on his game and keep progressing because he's now on varsity and all the eyes is going to be on him, including college scouts. And for Bronny, he's been on varsity since his freshman year. He's been ranked since his freshman year as well. And he also won a ring playing alongside with Brandon Boston, Terrence Frank, Zaire Williams, and Zaire Wade. So, of course, Bronny James, he already had all that hype on him already. But for Bryce, he's kind of like going into the hype, as in he's leading himself into it. Bronny had no choice at all since middle school. Once people saw him, they like, "Oh, you LeBron's son? Okay, we expect you to play just like LeBron." And for Bryce James, he always been in the shadow. So, of course, it was just so different for both of them because Bronny always had that pressure on him. And that's why I always made videos on Bryce James, because I just wanted to let people know that he's going to hit an insane growth spurt. You guys should go check out my previous videos I made on him. And as you can see, it's now happening. And even back on August the 7th, Bronny posted a video on his IG story, and basically him and Bryce was working out at the Lakers facility. And during the beginning of the video, right, Bronny James was recording Bryce, and Bryce was like, "I'm the only player in the class of 2030. And you hear Bronny in the background, "2030, phase up." So right after that, Bryce didn't dunk the ball. Then right after he dunked it, Bronny was like, hurry up, go get the camera." So Bryce ran and got the camera, then recorded Bronny dunked the ball, which was a fire one-hand dunk. And it was just lit, man. As you can see, they got really good brother connection, and we all know they both gonna be in the league very, very soon. But I definitely want you guys to leave our comments and opinions below on how y'all feel about this. I thank you guys for watching. If you make sure you like, subscribe, make sure you press the notification button. T Game, we out.